tell us about, well, I mean, this whole new normal and everything, we've realized that you had to put theater online and a virtual production is happening. So, Garnet, let's start with you. Can you tell me a little bit about why you guys decided to put together this production?
Two reasons. One, the theater art students across the Caribbean are required to look at a play
Right.
for their play critique as part of the SBAs.
Right.
So we have been doing this for Tobago in particular, so we don't really have that many plays in Tobago to view. So we decided, okay, fine, we want to do a play as we are accustomed doing one, make it available for students across the whole Caribbean to see, to mark as a play critique. The second one is that these students of mine who in my drama club, they are really talented, and I'm looking for ways in which they can use their talents, not just on a national, but also an international scale as well.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Téa-Marie, can you tell me about your experience so far working with S.H.A.P.E and in drama, I guess, because you're obviously going to be a part of this because you really love drama, yeah?
I do. My experience has been, well, you know, being in school, sometimes you tend to shy away from, you know, serious topics or things that go on in society.
Right.
With Sir Lawrence, he's always done productions, plays, films that, you know, talk about something serious and bring awareness to something. So I really learned that it's important to bring to light certain issues in society and not shy away from them.
Nice. That's a very important lesson. I think that theater is, gives us room to be able to teach and show. Mr. Lawrence, tell me about The Farewell That Kills.
Okay, so the production is made up of a series of short scenes, monologues, spoken word, and one dance as well. What we're doing is we're taking traditional Carnival characters and we are representing them as real people in society at present.
Nice.
So, for example, if you look at The Midnight Robber,
right?
A song came out the other day, and I'm laughing to myself.
He is a midnight robber.
That is exactly it. How would they look like in real life? What would they say? What would they do? So, listening to your program before about gender-based violence, and actually we have two performances linked to that. One was inspired by, inspired by the recent murder that happened in Trinidad, where the ex-husband came home by the lady and he cut off her head while she was on her way to work. That bothered me a lot. And as Téa-Marie has said, I don't shy away from the hard topics. I hit it and I hit it hard. And so I made a whole piece called Jab Jab Justice about the Jab Jab character beating a man who's an abuser and saying how she feels and going through her experience. She's like a jab jab from hell, dealing with men who abuse women. So what we have is a series of different scenes and dances, monologue and spoken word, and address various current social issues. And we use Carnival as the frame. And the main question we are asking is, if you see these characters in real life right now, would we be so eager to want to put them on stage or celebrate them?
Okay, all right. I like it. I like how you're making people think about it using Carnival, because we love Carnival, right? So it only makes sense to use the Carnival to be able to present these messages and keep them relevant. And I think it will definitely keep the young people engaged like you have been doing. Téa-Marie, tell me about your role in the production.
I play Nikisha in the tragedy of Lit. She is a drug addict, specifically addicted to cocaine. And my scene follows her process in having withdrawals and also she's in rehab, trying to get over the addiction to, you know, be better for her children. But, you know, it's really hard because she still feels, you know, held by this thing, by this addiction.
Did you have to research any Carnival characters to be able to get into this character?
I did, but I barely found anything. Lit is an old character that isn't performed anymore because it was banned for being too nasty and too vulgar. Right. So when I read that, I was like, okay, what is still getting me into? Okay.
But you took up the challenge still?
Of course.
And how has the experience been? What did Sir get you into?
It was tiring. It was heavy. Of course, as I said, under school, you know, you can't really do too much.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't like PG-16, but it was heavier than I've ever done.
Right.
And I was like, okay, so this is serious. And I really researched drug addicts as well as the Carnival character. Because I want when people watch my scene that they say this is a real person. This is something that is actually happening to people. And I want people to realize the severity of how hard getting over drug addiction is.
Nice. Very important factors. Mr. Lawrence, before we go, can you tell me how people can see this or be a part of this experience, The Farewell That Kills?
Okay, so it's going to be premiering on Friday, 27th, this Friday, on Caribbean Cyberstreams. We're using that platform as a means of to reach a wider market, rather than the YouTube or the Zoom or whatever it is. It costs $4.99 US to view it. You're able to view it for 24 hours. And we'll put a link available on our events page, The Farewell That Kills Virtual Theater on Facebook. So you can click on the link and you can pay via PayPal, you can do in cash, or you can do a bank transaction. It may sure be available as to how to do it on the events page.
On the events page right there one time. All right, well, I want to thank you both for joining me very much this morning. This is Garnet Lawrence, the Artistic Director of S.H.A.P.E Productions, as well as Téa-Marie Harrigan, who's a past student of Signal Hill, as well as an actress, costume designer, makeup artist, singer, performer in general. So thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. And of course, look out for The Farewell That Kills virtual production happening this Friday. You can check it out on CaribbeanCyberstreams.com. All right?